I am NetMoverSitan. And I've been thinking about those who believe that a good deed is its own reward. What a load of garbage. For a start, reward. Well, if you count either being unrecognised or it blowing up in your face being a reward, then yes, it is its own reward. If you're a masochist. I'm not that much of a masochist, even as my most unstable. One reason I think this is, well, remember this story about this woman who wanted to give change to a homeless person. But didn't have any, so she gave this homeless person a sandwich she was going to eat. But it turns out that this homeless person didn't like tuna. So they threw this back at her and chased her down the streets. I know the expression beggars can't be choosers, but that's just such a disproportionate response. Now, if that person was allergic to what was in the sandwich, I could probably let them go on that one. Somewhat. An angry response. Yes, but not a threat of physical violence. That's just excessive. Yeah. Starting this with a dark tone, but oh, who am I kidding? The dark tone is what I usually have in these. Expecting a light tone. Is like expecting a racist bigot to renounce that lifestyle and be open and understanding towards others. Yeah, about as likely as the Inferno ski resorts opening in hell. Speaking of that, you don't need to go there when you die. It's already here while you're still alive. Or at least something close enough to it that there's not much difference. I'll say, some people are they so strongly believe in things which are, if you give a few minutes of thought towards, are ridiculous and flawed. Yeah, including the concept that two mutually contradictory statements are true, that those in power really do know what's best for you and are not self-serving scum, and this is the thing that really hammers the point home. That those in power actually want you to have a will of your own, to have a thought of your own even. They, in reality, want you to let them do the thinking for you. They might as well tax it and be done with it. Although in some places they won't get a lot for that. But they'd probably do it anyway. That's why I'm distrustful of those in power in general. Male, female, black, white, makes no difference. Yeah. I'm not that discriminating based on gender and race. It's more what they do, or what they might do. That is a more valid and indeed fair way of quantifying them. Not sure if that's the right way of putting it. Judging, yeah, that's even less a valid term as not exactly Judge Dredd, am I? Let's see. Yeah, I know. I'm gathering the decorative stone. Well, you never know when it will be needed. And since I've been uploading this last week, well, I've been expanding this tunnel southwards to meet up with the one where I have to navigate through some pockets of lava. Well, I'm sure I'll know when I'm near the pockets of lava. I hear it bubbling. In which case, I'm getting close. And the underground rail network is expanding. In fact, I might be closer to the other half of it than I thought. Yeah, governments don't make tyrants and madmen in power possible. It's all those people under them. Yeah, the rest of us. That's what makes them possible. They let the power get to their heads and they slowly become the very thing that they despise. The very thing they fought against. I can think of a number of fictional and historical examples of this. Ooh, gold! Mine! What, no more than that? Oh yes, and as for Hollow Knight, I'm starting to clear up all of the content that can be cleared through. After that, I'll be putting on hold Hollow Knight. If there's nothing left but the final boss. Because once the final boss is defeated, it's all over. And I wouldn't want to do that before the final DLC is released. And apparently there's a separate campaign involving Hornets, although that won't be affected. Yes, it's provided much amusement. As for Franbeau and Hylix, I'm nearing the end of both. Not what I usually play. Point-and-click games, not exactly my strong point. But they're quite interesting. Although Hylix, in parts, didn't make a lot of sense. Mostly with the NPC dialogue. I mean, last time I saw something like that written down, it was the last time I used Google Translate to translate Japanese for Command & Conquer Red Alert 3. And that was better translated. The game, however, a bit worse. Okay, no, let's not mince words. More than a bit worse than Hylix. Well, it's good enough to have a sequel being made. It's not out yet, but it's being made. Yeah, that's one thing you can count on with indie developers. they're more likely to maintain their integrity. I say more likely, but that's not always guaranteed. Considering that we have a few... I'll stop there. I've gone on about that for long enough. I mean, what more can you expect from an English madman? Yeah. I mean, how else do you explain how not only do I complete games which are intended for masochists, but are that much worse for wear after? Perhaps it's because I'm twisted enough. Perhaps it's because I'm a glutton for punishment. I seem to be getting a lot of that. Yeah. I keep getting the message that I've pretty much had it, and it's only going to get worse. The nightmare seems never-ending. Where just when I think it's going well, I'm in for a nasty surprise. Although the nasty surprise has already appeared a number of times. It's appeared so many times that, as far as I'm concerned, it's standard operating procedure. Yeah, that's right. It's a standard day for me. Where I find that things have gone completely nowhere. And yet, compared to what was there before, that's better. Yeah. What happened before is that bad that I've had to lock my memory of it out. Yeah. Locked out my memory of pretty much most of it. It's what's made me a complete mess today. I mean, how bad must that be for what was before to be better? Yeah, I don't think any of us want to know that. And I would not wish that on my worst enemies. Whoever they are. I don't have fond memories of my past. In fact, my memories are fragmented at best when it comes to certain things. And that is probably for the best. Because if I did remember everything traumatizing that has happened, I'd dye my hair green, paint my face in white grease paint, put on some lipstick, and call myself the Joker. Well, I might as well be, as it'd drive me about that much insane. More so than I currently am. And apparently there are some people in society that just can't be reasoned with. No matter how hard you try and resolve any issues, be it professional or personal. I've met a few like that. They just don't want to talk. At least they just disregard you, and at worst, they subtly insult you. Not even having the decency to say it to your face. Yeah, that's another set of memories that are going to be locked out, if not so already. I mean, if an emotional parasite from another world appeared and wanted to extract it, all that which I was locking out, I'd probably say, well, as long as it doesn't kill me, go right ahead. I don't want it. It's that much mental waste that's practically toxic. What about you? Are you in a similar situation? A similar situation that you have so much mental waste in your head that you want it out of it. If not that, just contained, and stops from overwhelming you. Unfortunately, such creatures do not exist. Yeah, I know. Reality sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it's one thing that shows I'm not a psychopath. Charm, virtually non-existent. The ability to win over people. Laughable. And even so, it's not very funny. The ability to lie, not something I do make. Not something I make a habit of doing. There's no reason to do so. Others, I might as well be dead if that's the case. Ooh, almost enough for another yeah, I've already got some more protective diamond trousers. I need some more protective diamond chest plates. And possibly some boots with full damage reduction enchantments. Possibly also a better sword, a spare infinity bow, and also a diamond pickaxe that doesn't have a silk touch. Because silk touch is good for clay, because it means I don't have to gather it into blocks as it's already in blocks. But not so good with bits of rock, including precious bits of rock and minerals. Oh yes, and it's not over yet. Yeah. This is one of those episodes of Minecraft Weekly World of Towers where I don't kill anything. Oh yes, and you can see that structure rising in the distance. That's the staircase to the walkway. A walkway which is extending this way. Yeah, I tend to do these things a bit differently each time. One is above a tree, and yeah, that's the new entrance. This is the old entrance to the Nether Gates. Now it leads to the staircase. And speaking of which, I could do with some stairs. And I need a workbench in order to make some stairs. Well, if you think you can brighten up my day, good luck with that. You might be setting yourself up for disappointment. I might be a lost cause in that regard. But I'm not forcing you not to try. Although, I am warning you in advance that it might be pointless. About as pointless as making a fully functional house out of bread. It'll be full of holes, waterproof, and not structurally stable. And it's also quite flammable. Which means there'll be a lot of burning. So, do so at your own risk. I won't be covering your therapy bills. As for therapy, I'm probably not the best person to do that in even an amateur sense. Mostly because it'd be the blind being led by someone with poor eyesight. Better than nothing, but not by much. I think I'll stop here and do the rest of this off camera. Until next time. Hail the rabbit!